yes, I have some bias because I've actually created menu pricing for shops before. I've actually went through and kind of looked at everything, made some changes. I've been able to do that. I've experienced this, and I think menu pricing is not outdated. I don't know how menu pricing becomes outdated, I guess is what I'm saying. Because in my experience, from a technician's perspective, it doesn't really matter because you flag the same amount no matter what. From a service advisor's perspective, it actually does matter because menu pricing means I lose some money depending on what I'm paid for on my pay plan. For example, I used to get a little bonus for effective labor rate, ELR. That ELR went down every single time I sold a menu price item. My technician made the same amount of money no matter what because we always flag the same amount of hours, but that's the point. I flagged the full amount of hours for my technician, but it charged a discount to my customer through that menu price, which affected my effective labor rate, which means that bonus was harder to achieve certain times. So from an advisor's perspective, maybe, but still, we don't want to go down this road where we're building true estimates for like brake pads and stuff because it really inflates the price. And you might say, well, that's the price. The price is the price and we have value and all this other stuff, but you got to think about your competition. When it comes down to things like brakes and tires and things that most shops can do pretty much correctly, with or without OEM components, we won't talk about that piece just yet. Even from a dealership to dealership perspective, though, if one shop is offering you the same brake pads as the other shop at a discounted price through a menu price, who do you think that customer is going to go to? Now, yes, I always say that price is only an issue where value is absent, but there becomes a bit of a strained relationship when a customer notices that this shop is trying to charge me like $200, $300 more per axle on brakes than the other shop who sells the same brakes with the same certified technicians. So we have to be at least competitive in our pricing that bakes into our customers feeling like they can trust us. So while I always do say that price is only an issue where value is absent, some customers won't have a problem with the inflated price if you build such a good relationship with them. However, if you are not at least somewhat competitive with the people around you that sell the same things as you will have a harder time striking that really good relationship because that customer will start to not trust you as a result of that. So price does play a part here and there. That's where management teams got to step in and do their research and make sure they're at least competitive with the people around them, their near peers, if you want to say that. Like a dealership's not going to look at an independent shop, be like, well, I'm going to, match my prices to them. They're going to look at the other dealerships in the area and vice versa. But that's my piece on it. I don't think menu pricing is outdated because the entire industry is still using it. I don't think that we need to go to where we're making full estimates on like things like brake pads and tires because it's really going to inflate prices. And I don't think that's going to be good for the consumer base. I don't think it's going to be good for customer relations. I think it's going to cause customers to start shopping around. And that's what we want. We want them to be in our shops and we want to retain them. Remember, each customer is worth like $517,000 to a dealership. So we want to keep them in-house.